Welcome back to Mo's Super Fun Local Show. Caleb sorted out his issue, so we're all good to go.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hey, when it hits, it hits. You just gotta go.
We're also apparently we're doing this on what? Facebook Live?
Yeah,
yeah.
Facebook. Hey, Facebook people.
Yeah, we're also the guys decided to set up some Facebook Live streaming.
I got my wife on there. There's like 3 people. Hey.
Right?
What's up?
So shout outs to those guys.
Hi, Mom.
I know your mom's on there too, right?
I think so.
Your brother was watching too.
Yeah, Josh is sick of us by now. He's over it.
He was on there. He's like, the thumbs down kept on happening. I don't know that they made that button yet.
No, I
I
think-
really- we
I don't
really
think that's a
need-
thumb.
I
think that's
messaged
a-
Facebook
yeah.
saying we need a thumbs down. I want to see someone's comment and say boo to you.
Yeah, but they had to get rid of the a bunch of their
I know, but
emojis.
you can
to
do
be
the angry
PC,
face.
you know.
Would you do angry face? Be like, oh, you're mad at I'm mad too. No, I want to say thumbs down to you.
There just needs to be like a disagree button.
Yeah,
of some
just like,
kind.
just
Hey,
Hey,
here's a
something
picture of my
generic.
cat.
Disagree.
Aw,
Yeah,
no,
you know?
no.
Yeah,
I like
There's
this-
a lot. I mean,
Don't-
no offense
don't-
to cat.
Don't kitty shame, okay?
Okay,
It's
no
not-
kitty shame. Well, you know what I mean. I just
I think disagree is a real
Yeah, what's
pragmatic term for that though. That's good. It's better than thumbs down. You know. Not good
Well, I mean,
enough for
like,
ya?
also, like, if you see somebody post a really sad status on Facebook, like, when you like it, is that like you agree?
yeah,
that-
you know.
you feel so awkward because like I mean
I've always
one of my
struggled
one
with
of
I
my,
like the fact that your kid got hit by the bus or something. Like,
yeah, it's like
what?
yeah, they have a sad emoji that you can use.
Yeah, but there,
But
there
then it's
needs
like,
to
are
be,
you- I don't
there
know.
needs to be another way to just acknowledge it. Just period.
Well, sometimes I just
acknowledge.
what I do. I'll pick up my phone and call the person. I know that's a
there
crazy,
you go.
Oh, I know,
crazy
that's-
idea.
it's
No
a
one
lot-
does that anymore. I'll pick up the phone and say,
You're so old.
"Hey, how you doing? Here's my number. Call me maybe." All right.
It's a lost art.
Public
Hey, I'm a
service
fan.
announcement.
I know that word for word.
Did you ever see that video where the Army Ranger guys sent that back? I think it was the Dolphins cheerleaders. Fantastic.
So we're trying to figure out, like, this goes back to our discussion about genres and how you guys can't really be boxed in to a genre as far as it goes.
So we hope.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like rap rock, it's all kinds of different things. But I wanted to try to see where you guys came from as far as musically goes, like your favorite artists or albums.
That's a hard
Are
question.
you sure we only have an hour?
Yeah.
Because this is going to take a while.
Well, for me,
Well,
what,
top couple.
what really like got my peak interested in playing music was POD.
All right.
Dun,
All right.
Okay.
Like Southtown, all the
Southtown,
all
first bass line I
yeah,
ever learned.
So they really kind of brought me into more of the rock side of things, of everything I ever listened to growing up, and slowly from
that's why
there,
when
I
Papa
mean,
Roach came out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and then from there, I mean, I've never really had a particular like favorite style, just because I love music in general. I love everything but polka. I mean, come on now, accordions.
Come on now.
Zydeco?
But,
Come on, don't hate on accordions.
I love to listen to Justin Bieber.
But that is
when I'm alone at home.
that is the band.
He's the married one of the group, by the way.
That is the
Okay.
band that changed my perspective on music itself. So, if that's a good answer. I mean,
Oh yeah, I like it.
That's actually pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the pass.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, it's you, no matter what. Like, whether you catch the football or it smacks you in the face, it's still yours, man. Like,
You need
so
to-
yeah, my musical taste is pretty all over the board. I want to say.
Yeah.
I guess if I want to really chop it down to 2 albums, I would say one of the big ones for me, stylistically, at least for this band, was Morning View by Incubus. Was a real big album for me.
Oh yeah.
I think every track on that album you can find a gem, no matter what you're really into, in terms of their sound. For me, musically, that really just expanded my mind out to other genres. It's kind of a tie between Scenes from a Memory by Dream Theater and Colors by Between the Buried and Me.
Oh yeah.
Those are very progressive metal, out there kind of stuff. That
can
a
you
lot of
really
people
call it,
listen
like,
to.
Dream Theater Prague?
Not anymore.
They're just Dream Theater.
Yeah, they're just Dream
They're
Theater.
just Dream Theater.
It's like the new
Theater.
Rush. It's like, we all have degrees in music. Watch this. I mean,
just like we're Fly Method.
Amen.
Amen.
okay, I walked into that one. Fair enough. Not very well done, sir. Very well done.
But yeah, musically, as a bass player, I don't tend to like stray towards an artist or a particular sound. I tend to just think musically and what works with what I'm working with. That's a really overly simplistic, overgeneral way to looking at it, but that's kind of, there's no thought process. It's literally just feeling something out for me. So
Okay.
My turn. Music. Oh my gosh, you hop in my car, I can listen to the radio, but I mean, you can listen. You go on my phone. There is mostly rap, but I mean, I've been in punk bands, rock bands, death metal bands, I guess you would, or whatever. I just squealed a lot on the microphone. So whatever you want to call that, I sounded like a pig all the songs. So I like music. I mean, the reason I got into doing music is because when you play something, you see someone's face looking at you and you see it change with the different emotions that you're trying to put out there. That's what sold it for me. Like a lot of our shows, I mean, we're a newer band. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, but together as a band, we're really new. And when we play shows, there's a handful of people out there, word for word, seeing something I wrote, and that's music, man. That's all there is.
So what was
Artistic
the
expression?
Yeah, what was the
What was the second one?
first album?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
never
what
really
was your prompt again?
I'm
You
not-
did a
I-
great job.
I'm not
of
doing
never-
albums.
You-
I don't know album names for crap.
Okay,
but,
well, band.
I mean, band wise, I can listen like anything, man.
You
to
gave
be
me a
honest with you.
political answer.
I mean,
dude.
I love. hey,
Like,
hey, hey.
What?
That
Hey.
very political.
I mean,
for
one of my
Sharky.
favorite rappers is Yellow Wolf. One of my favorite bands is probably.
Was there something?
I really like. Linkin Park has always been one of my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Chester Bennington, vocal wise, is crazy. Mike
Oh,
Shinoda
yeah.
is awesome. Anything they do together or separate is insane.
That's my number 2.
But I mean, Tech Nine, of course. I have him tattooed on my leg. So Tech
Absolute
Nine,
Power.
Tech 9.
Tech Nine.
That's what introduced me to Tech Nine was
Yeah.
Absolute Power, and I'm like, I normally don't like this kind of music, and my buddy's like, just listen to it, and I'm like, okay. And it got to the one song about how he goes to a strip club and ends up becoming a vampire because all the strippers are vampires, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm a fan now. I'm sorry.
I got Tech Nine on my face. Shout out to John South, man. He's my tattoo guy. He does all my work. So he's out in Washington area. So hit him up.
They're pretty close. If you can see his arm, he spends a lot of time with him.
I like tattoos. I was the kid that I got home and mom and dad are like, why did you draw on your arms? Go wash those off. So, of course, one day I'm going to get tattoos. I told my mom, don't be mad at me. One day I'm going to get a tattue of your face somewhere on my body.
But
So-
instead, you got Tech Nine.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
TBC.
it's a step-up process. I'll get there. Hi, Mom. But, yeah, I mean, I just listen to everything, man. Right now I've been listening to a lot of Info Gates. He's out of Kansas City. He's a rapper. Really, really cool. He works with, like, JLB Hood and Joey Cool and all them. Dutch Newman. But a lot of... I was listening to the Discrepancies album on the way here.
That was a nice plug.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like listening to a lot of local music and then just a lot of weird music. Country, rock, everything, just switching the stations.
Country, comma rock or country rock?
Country, then rock.
Okay.
Just I like
I was
music.
like-
Music makes you lose control. Scott, go.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start mine. I guess instead of two artists, I'll give you a little story time here. So I must have been about 9-10 years old. And much to my mother's dismay, my dad had seen an article for George Lynch was playing at Pops. Now, at 9-10 years old with divorced parents, my mother was not having this, but my dad's like, oh, Dokken, it's really cool. You should go see it. Now, he's like the Eagles, Marshall Tucker Band, all good stuff, but it was like, who the hell is Dokken? Like, okay, So little did we know who Yngwie Malmsteen was, and the place was empty. And I stood about 5 feet away from Yngwie Malmsteen and saw what like neoclassical shred was, and it completely blew my mind. And so I will forever tout that as being like my first big, wow. I remember talking to my dad in his Tahoe on the way home, being like, hey, that crazy guy that we couldn't understand what he was saying? I think I could do that. And he was just like, right, and then 17 years later, he's like, yeah, sure, take my guitar, go do your acoustic thing, whatever, So I always have to credit that, first artist moment. Yngwie Malmsteen was a mind-blowing experience. As corny as it is, I probably would have never gotten as into guitar music as I have had I not had that experience. My hands down other one, Green Day, Nimrod, was like my childhood in a nutshell. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Dookie. Sorry, everybody. And anything after Warning sucked. So get over it. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
So someone had to say it. I'll say it. As a diehard Green Day fan, but you know those are like fun childhood memories of no responsibilities that I visit, and I was always that friend that like went through phases. You know, where like, you know, I had those like $150 like basketball shoes that were silver, and everyone's like, "What the hell are you doing with yourself?" You know, to purple hair or whatever. So like, regardless, over all the years, Yngwie Malmsteen and his weird thing that he does with the guitar, and Green Day, Nimrod, hands down. And now here I am, for sure.
Well, I was gonna like you guys completely blew one of my follow-up questions because I was like, well, you know, I was thinking about it, I'm like, normally when I ask musicians this, because this isn't my first rodeo, you guys normally list things like if it's the singer, they'll list influential singers just completely by accident. Or if you're a guitarist, you'll list influential like guitar-driven bands or bass-driven or rhythm-driven bands for you guys. And I was like, I can get these guys on it, and then suddenly you guys all answered in that motive, and I'm like,
well, in
no.
Caleb's probably the I would definitely say the ace of the group with this. All of us played different instruments. So it's like, yeah, I play guitar and he does vocals and he does bass, but like everybody has dabbled on something.
Yeah, I started on guitar when I was younger.
Time. So like,
my dad got me hooked
Play
on
only
guitar
bass.
when I lived in Mexico. Got me a
he-
handmade guitar.
He only played bass, so
guitar, bass, drums, piano.
Yeah, same here. Multi-talented.
We play everything.
or
multi-talented.
wasted a lot of time doing
only
stuff
play
that
bass.
didn't work out.
Mike only plays bass.
Just
Well, I mean, it's a 6-string bass, so that's pretty much a guitar.
So yeah, he plays.
Like
He tries.
this far away from being a guitar. It's a guitar with piano strings, whatever.
You're lucky he's on this side of the room.
I don't want to
throw
be
this
El
down?
Kabonged, man. Okay, so due to equipment, we got to take a quick break. Up next is Last Night's Vice. Sealed
Last
with a
Night's
Kiss.
Vice.
Yep.
Apparently, they're having a reunion show.
Oh
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
With New Lingo and like what? City of Parks.
City of Parks, Ava.
New Lingo is really cool. I like their music.
Oh yeah, I got to meet Joe. Joe is not the person you'd think as a front man. Like he's the most like
He's
nice,
really
kind of
talented.
awkward dude. Because you know he's like 7 foot tall or something.
Most people are like that.
What, 7 foot tall?
I'm
Or
6'6".
awkward?
Thanks,
Looking up
Dad.
the Giants over here.
Well,
6'5".
I mean, think about it
5'11".
though. You know, Brandon,
5'11".
how long have we known Brandon?
Brandon House from Last Night's Vice.
Brandon
That
House.
dude can sing. And then Andrew on drums and
Yeah, like
everybody.
Tyler
oh my God.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Tyler, what's
Yeah,
up?
Tyler.
All right, guys, that's gonna be this Saturday at Firebird, so you can check out the links. Just Google it. I have faith in you. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. You're listening to The U.